But Beetle just came for you yet again, like she did when I worked at ESPN. I wonder, do you have that same smoke for her? That you have for Jasmine Crockett, that you have for Michelle Obama, that you sometimes display for me and Jamel Hill. Do you have that same smoke?
How dare you say that about me? How dare you say that about me? That has never happened. And if I disagreed with stuff, I'd keep it silent. And I'm not going to be scared by women that I have loved on for many, many years. What are you talking about? That's a lie. The fact of the matter is, this is about politics and ideology. What you want me to do, bump that. I apologize. That. I'm not doing it. I do what I want to do. I think for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen A. Smith has had enough. This guy is clapping back again because these weird woke women are coming after him online still, even after he apologized for what he said to Jasmine Crockett. And it just seems like they just have a bone to pick with him, probably because they perceive him as weak because he apologized, which is why you shouldn't have done it. And now they're sitting up here just acting goofy with him. But Stephen A. Smith, he decided that it was time for his boss to come back out, and he started slanging that thing around because he really went in here. I was a little surprised. Let's go ahead and react to this. By the way, guys, there's a new feature on YouTube where you can hype videos. So be sure to like the video, hype the video. It helps out a lot. Appreciate you.
But Beetle just came for you yet again, like she did when I worked at ESPN. I wonder, do you have that same smoke for her? That you have for Jasmine Crockett, that you have for Michelle Obama, that you sometimes display for me and Jamel Hill. Do you have that same smoke?
These people are so performative.
I'm sick of it. Keep the same energy. And I call you and I root for you and I say, hey, I got your back. I'm happy for you. But you keep that same energy, sir, for everybody.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Because she lying.
You just said, Cari, you called me, you root for me. Why would you root for somebody that called you out in Jamel Hill, who's your good friend? Because it's never happened. Never. I've shown you nothing but love. What are you talking about? That's a lie. I have never failed to support you or Jamel Hill. How dare you say that about me? How dare you say that about me? That has never happened. And if I disagreed with stuff, I'd keep it silent. You were hired at First Take in large part because of me. You stayed as long as you stayed and had the support of the people that supported you because of me. Do I need to get bosses to confirm that I'm telling the truth? You know I can. When we see the diverse people that come on First Take, black people, women, the list goes on and on. Who did that? That wasn't happening when Skip was there.
And what did you learn, Stephen A? Did it benefit you somehow? Did these people, do they seem to have your back? Or is everybody just coming for you now because they're unappreciative of all these opportunities that you basically handed over on a silver platter? And now they're attacking you and not thanking you for anything, ever. They're saying that they did it on their own. And they're basically a bunch of strong, empowered feminists. And they're trying to throw you under the bus. They're trying to tear you down to uplift themselves. Hope you learned a valuable lesson.
I haven't mentioned Democratic candidates that can do some things. Of course I have. Y'all don't want to hear that. Instead, Fox and the right wingers are very adroit at picking something positive that I might say about them, putting it out there, and they do a better job of putting it out there to make their point across because they don't care who's making it as long as somebody's making it. And y'all don't, but you want to blame me.
It's the TDS, bro.
Looking it up, Jasmine Crockett, I am seriously weighing it to the extent that I'm about to spend a lot of money to get data. I'm a data-driven person. I will tell you that I personally believe that Texas needs to do something different if they want a different result. That's just the bottom line. Crockett said she has had multiple conversations with a potential campaign director and is weighing who will be the Republican nominee. She does not believe any Democrat could defeat incumbent GOP Senator John Cornyn. So when I asked the question, about you going at Trump, it wasn't that I was ignoring your record. I put your record out there too. I was saying, if they could utilize this against you to go at your constituency, how are you going to combat that? I wanted an answer. But that's where I get to my biggest point, which is what I'm getting ready to get on.
If you wanted an answer, you never should have apologized to freaking begin with, because it seems to me like you never got a damn answer. You never said what the answer was. I've been watching. I haven't seen no answer. The answer seemed like it was just to attack the hell out of you and get you to back down like a little P word, which unfortunately is what you ended up doing.
Got my nephew watching me, got his boys watching me, got Solange right in front of me, Sumatra's listening in the area, all the producers, everything. I want to make sure that I say this. I'm not going to let y'all get away with that, with this stuff about men and black men with black women. First of all, to the brothers out there, can we ask a question? Can we disagree with a sister from time to time? We damn sure do it privately. What, we're forbidden to do it on camera? What's up, fellas? You gonna leave me standing here, sitting here, and don't say anything? We can't disagree?
Unfortunately, a lot of these buck-broken black men in the Democrat Party feel the same way. If you disagree with any black Democrat, be it male or female, then they just want you to shut the hell up and shut the conversation down. They don't want to continue the conversation and have open debate, because what I found is when people are like that, usually it's because they know that their ideas fail, that they know that who they're talking to, they cannot defeat in conversation, in debate. So they'd rather just shut it down entirely or call you names, to try to deflate you somehow, rather than actually engage with you in that dialogue where they're inevitably gonna feel defeated or wrong for whatever take that they have.
Without being accused of disrespect or misogyny for asking a question. Again, I apologize for the unintended effect, and I meant it. I don't want that to get lost. But what I'm saying is, why are we having this problem? You're trying to make this about the black man and the black woman. Stop. My record speaks for itself. Google me. We ain't going for that. You think I don't know what the hell this is? I ask a simple question. Sit down for this one.
Getting serious.
If it were Candace Owens instead of Jasmine Crockett or somebody else, what would you have said? If it was the black woman who ran for governor of Virginia and just lost to the woman Spanberger in Virginia, Earl Sears, I believe is her name, Winston Earl Sears. If I was talking about her, would y'all have said anything? If I was talking about somebody like Sage Steele, our former colleague at ESPN, who's now in the podcast space and doing her thing, would you have said anything? Trying to make this about gender and race. No, this is about politics, ideology. You expect me, as a black man, to stand firm supporting the Democratic Party. That's what this is about.
I mean, Mike G, is that not what you're doing? Like, come on, let's keep it a buck.
That's what this is about. If I said the same thing about those conservative black women, y'all would not have said a word.
It's because they don't care about them, man.
So if it's about politics, say so. See, that's where the left gets slick. And this is somebody, you can't say anything to me because I vote for you anyway, because I'm looking at a policy by policy, and I understand the attention that needs to be brought to the desolate and the disenfranchised, to the poorest amongst us, and for us to do what we can to uplift them. That's how I live my life, trying to do it. And even though the Republicans might have some policies and their thought process might be free market capitalism, free land of opportunity, do that, whereas the Democrats might have given blacks more access to capital through some policies and what have you. The bottom line is, on far too many occasions, it's come across like they care more about that than the other side might. Whatever you may think, the fact of the matter is, this is about politics and ideology.
It doesn't just come across that way. That is what's happening. Just look at this government shutdown situation. The Republicans wanted it to end. The Democrats didn't. They're still furious about it. Every dang day, there's videos releasing of Democrats just angrily screaming into the camera and acting like it's going to be hell to pay for the 8 Democrats that voted with Republicans to reopen the government and restore SNAP and restore pay for air traffic controllers and U.S. service members and to unions.
And about the left trying to muscle and flex us into doing and thinking and spreading and disseminating what you want me to do. Bump that. I apologize. Fuck that. I'm not doing it. I do what I want to do. I think for me. I voted for Kamala Harris. I voted for Barack Obama twice. I voted for Bill Clinton. Don't come to me acting like, oh, I'm supposed to parrot your speech. You sitting there on the White House lawn dancing with Joe Biden, who was 80. Forgetting you're going to bring up Trump with the rent issue in the 70s, but we're going to conveniently ignore Joe Biden and the crime bill with the Senate in the 90s.
Cook.
And the disproportionate effect that had on black people.
Cook. Nobody
and
talks
incarceration.
about it.
Bill Clinton apologized for it. It happened in the 90s. He apologized for it in 2016, conveniently when Hillary Rodham Clinton was running. By the way, when the privatization of the prison system took fold, wasn't it some Democrats making money off of that because they invested in it? We didn't bring that up. I can't ask that. I can't bring that up. I can't be suspicious about stuff like that.
Nah, because you're going to help the Republicans win. Look, here's a question for Stephen A. If you got the facts, then why the hell are you so much of a Democrat bootlicker? Because this is the thing. When you really get the facts straight, it doesn't make sense to just support the Democrats no matter what. Like, it's stupid. They've literally done things that have directly negatively impacted the black community. As Stephen A. is clearly demonstrating, clearly illustrating here. So if he knows all of this, then why be the bootlicker? You see how they did you wrong, Stephen A? They got people out here calling you little Pete words like me. Tons of people making videos about you, clowning you, along with your friends, people who you've literally supported and built up their careers.
When I speak out against Democrats, it's not because I'm trying for you to lose. It's because I'm trying to help you win. I told you a year in advance when y'all pilloried me, Biden was not suited to run for re-election. And I was ignored for a year. I'm telling you now, the extreme progressive left and some of the policies they've pushed forth, where everything, and I mean everything, seems to be before black people, I'm like, yo, I don't know if that's going to work for us.
Well, all they're going to do is just say, hey, these people is just racist on the Republican side, and then you're going to get a bunch of dodo brains who fall for it and just vote Democrat anyway. That's what happened last time. Kamala Harris, there was nothing she was doing that said it was going to uplift the black community. She's had a whole history of not doing that her entire life.
And I'm telling you right now, when I say something, it's because I want you to right the ship. I don't want one party rule. I don't want the Republicans to have the House, the Senate, and the White House. I want the House to get the Democrats to get the House or the Senate back, if not both. I don't want one party rule. I want them to have to work across the aisle for one another, for the sanity of the American people, instead of both sides demonizing one another and none of us are ever to come together. But y'all ain't thinking like that. And in the process of doing so, the emotional bullying is not something I'm going to stand for. I respect Jasmine Crockett. I respect Kamala Harris. I revere Michelle Obama.
No, none of them.
For Kerry to bring her up was utter nonsense.
I'll give Michelle Obama this, is that she actually talks with decorum and doesn't sound like a complete buffoon, whereas Jasmine Crockett and Kamala Harris have made a mockery of what it means to be a black woman. One woman's not even black at all and just has word salads for days. And another woman just sounds like a freaking ghetto hood rat chick. Like, so Michelle at least knows how to freaking speak.
I'm not going to defend myself all the damn time. But I'm going to have the freedom to do it when I want to. And nobody will stop me. I can promise you that.
Yo, Stephen A. Smith needs to decide whether or not his balls are out or not, because he's flip-flop pollywopping here in regard to standing his ground, not standing his ground. At first he apologizes, then he says he's not sorry. I mean, my guy, like, make your freaking mind up. Manipulating people into voting for a party via something like racism, weaponizing that racist trauma. And now they're using everything. They're weaponizing trauma from the Holocaust, weaponizing trauma from women's rights movements. I mean, you name it, they use everything. They say everybody's a bigot, a homophobe, a trans, everything's a phobe with these people. Microaggressions, these people got so many stupid terms. And I hate the fact that they want to emotionally manipulate people in the Democrat Party to vote for them and just say that the other side is just so hateful. They just hate everybody. You can find all kinds of people from every types of walk of life in the Republican Party. That's not enough. It's never enough for these people. So yes, it is emotional manipulation. It is emotional blackmail, and I cannot freaking stand it. And Stephen A., it's about freaking time that he woke up. Hopefully it's not another video. It better not be another freaking video of him like, yeah, I'm sorry. Maybe I was a little too angry. Like, please, Stephen A., man the frick up and stand on business. Guys, let me know what you think. You think Stephen A. is going to come out with another groveling apology? I hope not, man. Better freaking not. I'm trying to respect this man. Don't be pathetic, Stephen A., but these are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate you watching the Black Anomaly Rising channel. I'm out. Big shout out to my members, 655, Cat 3309, and Noodle. Could not do it without you.
The emotional bullying is not something I'm going to stand for. I apologize. Fuck that.